From cavemen riding on rocks to people texting on phones, how communication has evolved over the years. We are presenting 5 different types of communication, from Egyptian hieroglyphs to modern-day email. Okay, pause. Our world has evolved to further advance the way we communicate with the world. Facebook poses both a threat to our security and a way for us to express our feelings online. We use books to tell people how we feel through another way of communication. It also lets people read our writing and sparks their imagination through what they read. Communication is the way we express our feelings to the world. It is also the way we spread information around. Without it, our world would be a lot less advanced.
Egyptian hieroglyphics is the way ancient Egyptians communicated. They used pictures and symbols to display information. They also used it to write names and directions in pyramids. The only people that could write were scribes, and they would keep track of things. Hieroglyphics was a form of writing invented in 3200 BC. But the Egyptians thought hieroglyphics were a gift from God.
Woodblock printing was invented by the Chinese. It was used in East Asia, China, Japan, Europe, and Korea. It was used for printing books and for spreading information. To woodblock print, you need 12 different materials. People in East Asia would use textiles to print on paper. The process took a long time. It was completely outdated by the Gutenberg printing press. It was invented in 1045, probably at 1045. Ukiyo-e was the more common name for the Japanese version of woodblock printing.
I learned about the Gutenberg press, an invention that revolutionized the way we print books. Johann Gutenberg wanted to find a way to print faster and cheaper. After he invented the printing press, there was an explosion of books and papers being printed around the world. Before the printing press was invented, people could only print about 30 to 50 books a year, until the printing press made it possible for thousands to be printed every month. Isn't that cool? Books are a way we express our opinions and feelings to the world. Other people see our work and it sparks their imagination and inspires them. So now we can print hundreds of books a day. Over to you, Ty.
Are you asleep? Because you will be after you hear this. You won't be after you hear this. The radio is the first wireless connection device, but unlike my sound speaker, it came with a cord. It said wireless. What the? Ow! Anyways, they should be sued. It was invented in Italy by a man named Guglielmo Marconi. No. Guglielmo Marconi. And cheese. It was first built for military ships. Now, before I say anything, has anyone been in the military? No. Well, do you know the sound of the sonar that goes doo 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 doo. Which gets really annoying eventually, but actually makes you fall asleep somehow. Well, there's also another sound that you hear on the ship called the radio. But instead, it's more, hello, anyone there? Over. And it's so annoying. And trust me, it will wake you up, not make you fall asleep. Ever. Well, then they started making it for families to listen to broadcasts, news reports, sports, and random soap operas. They literally would have like some news report, and then all of a sudden, ah! Well, it worked. It worked by having a magical sorcerer put magic into this wooden box, stealing people's voices to come out of a metal speaker. Kidding. It actually was used by sending electronic signals over distances, capturing people's voices to play from the speaker in the radio. Yeah. People from the late 1800s to the early 1900s used radios all over the world, from your own car to some random military radio in Afghanistan. Yet my walkie-talkie is still trash, but to be fair, I got it on eBay for $300. It said in the description, legit, literally legit. But I've got to look at if it came with 2 or not. That's probably on me. Well, on to you, random blonde girl. Amy? Emily. Abby? Oh, okay. Good.
Imagine writing a letter and it getting to the person 2 months after you sent it and it only says hi, turning into a 6 months conversation. But you want it to turn into a 6-minute conversation? If that's the case, then you're in luck because of the email. The email was first invented in 1972 by Ray Tomlinson. So now you can send a letter for free to someone over the internet, and it'll only take a couple of seconds. When mailing a letter, it will cost you time and money, but the email, it will cost you nothing. Like many of the internet inventors, Tomlinson worked at the Bolt, Burnick, and Newman as an architect and contractor. He picked the @ symbol from the computer keyboard to denote sending messages from one computer to another.
So you've got the main idea. In Egyptian hieroglyphics, woodblock printing, Gutenberg press to radio, from the radio to the email, all these are inventions that revolutionized our modern day communication. So from a few people scribing stuff on rocks to buildings would take longer to make because of lack of communication between workers. We also would not be able to communicate with friends and family far away. I hope that you have learned something from this part of our speech. Now that's only the first out of 25 sections in our very small communication speech. Just joking. That's all, folks. Later.
Thank you for watching this video.
Communication.
Yes, whatever Ty said. Goodbye.